everybody, it's Tommy Jo from Bird Street Studio, and I'm here to do a little project. I made one of these little window journaling card type things, and I thought I'd share with you how I did it. And of course, the minute I start the video, the dogs see something out the door. It's freezing here, hence why I have a sweater on. I'm frozen. My sister's up in New York, and she told me not to whine because they had snow up in Syracuse while she was there. Anyways, so what I did was, this back here is a picture from Pixabay. And so I went on and I printed another one that I thought would be kind of cool in a window. I'm not really sure. But then I took a digital that I have of Cheryl Francis art, and I thought maybe I would try that. So I'm not really sure what direction I'm going to go, but this is kind of what we're going to try to replicate. Anyways, so what I pulled out were some scraps here. What I did first is I did just basically plain paper, my scraps, like these kind of scraps. We could use coffee dyed or book page scraps. And then I ended up laying over some different papers in stamping and that kind of thing. So we kind of need them thin in order to keep it small and have enough of a window to look at. So I'm going to pull up my sleeves here. I'm going to try, these are from book page, try to rip these in half first, sort of in half. And this is old book page, so they would tear really easy the wrong way if I wasn't careful. Okay, there's that. And I'm trying to make enough strips so that so that we can do the same type thing, like 6 open windows. What I might do is lay them out and actually do one totally on camera and then lay the other one out and finish it and come back and show you how it came out. I'm not really sure. Let's see where it takes us. Okay, so these, I think I printed these out. I think they're like 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 or something like that. Let me just real quick see. So from one, this is about 4 1/2 is here. So that would give us, so we have, I was thinking in terms of like 4 by 6 was what I wanted. Yeah. So if we make it just inside this, it should be perfect. So what I want to do is kind of lay these out the way I want them. Kind of like that. And then what I did was I just took some glue. So if I lay them out, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I want it to be inside here. So if I keep it just inside the 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Do the same here. That'll work. And then one in the middle, kind of centered, sort of centered. And then we glue, put a little glue up here, and up here. We should be able to lay this across. Something like this. Oh, geez. Oh, goodness gracious me. Just trying to get them straight. Okay, we got it. And then I should be able to take my scissors, cut that, and maybe get another kind of window there. Okay, but we want to go down 6 inches. So from where I'm at, let's turn it upside down and we'll go up or go sideways. How about that? Okay, so 6 inches is going to put us, if we want it to be about 4 by 6, then that should put us right about there. So I'm going to put a little glue here because this doesn't reach all the way across. Okay, and then we will put a little glue under this one, like that, and a little glue under this one, like that. I have a little bit of a ripple right there, so I want to make sure I straighten that out. Something like that. And then we should be able to take another one and put it like here, right? And then another one, kind of like that. So I got 1, 2 and a half. I'm looking at the little squares on my mat. 1, 2 and a half. 1, 2. If I do 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we should be able to go like right here. I'm just trying to make it so we make kind of the panes about the same distance apart. I mean, that's how it should be, right? Something like that. 1, 2, 3. About like that, I think. I think that'll work. Once we get the basic, then you can play with it. I had to figure out how to get the basic though. Okay. Okay. So there's our basic window. So then you just lay it on here and figure out where you want to put it. Like that's kind of cool because then we see this little tree here. And I kind of like that. And when I move it over to this side, it kind of catches that tree right in the middle. And I don't like that. So I do like it right about here. So I think that'll work for us. But what I wanted to try real quick was try this one and see, ooh, I really like that a lot. So I kind of think I want to work on this one. And basically, I think I can just, yeah, I think that'll be perfect. Okay, so let me show you what I did next. The next thing you want to do is kind of reinforce it just a little bit. So I just took some extra like book page, and just laid it on there. I think we can just glue. When I went out to check and see what the dogs were barking at, I left my top off the glue, so you know you don't want to do that with any like art glitter glue or this precision craft glue. Okay, so I'm gonna just put this right here. Okay. And then I really like the fact that this is folded over to give us the effect that we want. This part that's folded over right here is really a cool piece to have. So I want to utilize that. Maybe right there. Okay, and then we have a little piece right here we could use. I'm just kind of layering this up a little bit with extra pieces, and then you'll see what we're going to do. And let me see what else we have over here. Oh, here's a piece from a digital that might be good. It's really cold here. We have a cold spell going on. And I film ahead, so it might be all warmed up by the time you see this. But right now it is freezing for me. Like I said, my sister, my niece, actually, her and her husband went to Germany. She did a school trip. And he kind of planned an itinerary around her trip, and so he went. And so my sister flew up from Texas to take care of the children. And she told me to stop whining. I think I want to put a little bit up here too. So, if you notice, I'm just putting a line of glue on there for now. Like that. And you don't have to reinforce all the edges. So I'm going to start with that, and then if I want to put more on it after, I can. So basically we want to make this look like a roughed up window, and how you do that, and I think I'm going to try to come down, bring the camera down close, and hopefully I will remember to zoom back out when I'm done. But let me see if I can come in a little closer. Okay, so basically what you want to do is you want to actually rip this a little bit. And I don't know if you can see this, but I'm kind of bunching it up like this. Kind of. But this paper is so fragile that you have to be very, very, very careful with it. Otherwise, you'll just rip the pane right out. So now I'm just kind of pinching it all together, sort of, to rough it up. And I see where I could put a little glue in here to hold it together, so I will do that. So we're just kind of trying to make it look like an aged window, sort of. So let me see if I can bring it up close so you can see what I'm doing here. See, I'm just kind of trying to distress, I don't want to bring it too close, these rungs. And then we'll do the sides in just a second. Okay, and then we want to do a little on the sides. Now I don't want to do the total outside because that's going to be pretty much straight anyways, because we want to turn it into like a card. I think that looks really pretty good. Now, I want to find some pieces that I can just glue on some spots. Maybe like right here. You just want to kind of grunge it up just a little bit. That's all we're doing, just grunging it up just a little. Okay, that looks pretty grunged to me. Now, I want to put that on. Oh, I love it. I'm going to put it up towards the top. So basically, I want to put glue on the back of this. I better use my glue book. And I think before I do that, I'm going to do a little stamping. I have this stamp out, and I think I'm just going to use some Distress ink. And see, I can stamp a little bit on here. think that'll do it. So you can see where I stamped on here in a couple different places. Okay, so then I want to glue the back of this. And I'm going to go around as close to like the outside edge as I can. And then, oh, do I need to come out? Do I need to, I might need to, let's go out just a hair there. I was watching a video by Amy at Crafty Cat, and she does the same thing. She says, oh my gosh, I forgot to zoom back out, and I do that all the time. And that's why I kind of hate to zoom in, especially because if you have an iPad or an iPhone and you're watching my videos, you can actually put your fingers on the video and enlarge it. And that way you can see as much as you want to see. Okay, so we're going to put this down and put this on top. I want to just cover this, the top white edge like that. Whoops. Okay, I like it. Then I want to put this on a piece of either coffee dyed or cream colored or ivory colored paper. This actually is a piece of book page that would probably work. Let me cut this bottom off real quick to see how close we are. Not quite. I could use craft paper too, or I could put multiple sheets on the back. Or, nope, that's not wide enough. Ooh, that's big enough. So now we want to glue this whole thing. And I think I can use my glue stick for that. Onto this backing. That way it's not pure bright white. This is kind of a cream. It's not an ivory, it's a cream with speckles, and I think it'll be fine. Okay. Beautiful. Now what I want to do is get my cutter, and I want to make the outside like a real window in straight cuts. I hope. And that'll trim off any of that white that's on there. Oh yeah, that looks good. Oh, nice. See how easy this is to make these, and they're pretty cool looking, I think. Okay, so there we go. So there is our window. I think I might want to just trim off this edge a little more. There we go. Just a little white on there. And it can have a little white because you can just distress all the way around it. and distress all of your, any of your edges that you want to distress, you can. And it covers up if you have a little bit of white paper or anything sticking out that you don't want. It just can look more distressed if you use some vintage photo or something on it. Oh, I love it. Let's distress the back. And these can be really cool journaling cards. And I think I'm going to put this one in our Eclectic Ladies journal. I'm thinking. If I do that, however, I want to put something red on there. Bring the red into our thing. So let me see what I have for papers in here that might be something red. Ooh, look at these. Oh, this is the paper from our journal. But I really want just a pop of red. Just a pop. So, I'm thinking, what if we cut out this little flower that's got a little red? Okay, I think that's going to do it, but I think I'm going to run over to my sewing machine and put a row of stitching around it because I think that would just be really cool. And then we'll come back and see if we want to decorate it any more than that. So I'm going to, it'll just be a second for you or less than a second, but it'll be a couple minutes for me. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and I sewed around the outside of this and we want to go ahead and maybe put these little flowers on there. I think that'll dress it up a little bit. I don't know if I want to do corners or if I want to do the edges or the bottom or what I want to do. Let's figure out where we could put these that would just add a little bit of red. I kind of like that. So that's what I'm going to do. Well, let's back up a minute. I think what I liked, this one, I went ahead and sewed around this too. I like these labels and that on there. So let me pull something, see if we have something else we can put in there. Maybe not necessarily red. We don't want red. Put that. And then maybe, ooh, there is red though. It says Cairo. I don't know. I think I'm not real crazy over that. Well, it seemed like a good idea at the time. It did seem like a good idea at the time. I just don't know if there's anything else that I kind of like these. I love this color. This and anything that's like the green colors. I just love them. Like this color green. But I don't think I want it on there. I think I'm going to stick with just this little tiny bit. Let's move these back up the way they were. I kind of like them right there. It just adds a little bit. So, go ahead and put this one on first. I took my sweater off because it was starting to get warm. That's Florida for you, right? There. Maybe we could put a little glue on this just to hold that down if we bend it. And a little glue under here to hold it down. Okay. And then put these on. And that'll add just enough of that little bit of red in there that I am wanting to bring into the journal. Like there. Add one more. There. I think that looks really good. Okay. So, let's see if we have enough time to do another one. I think we do, since we already know what we're doing. So now we have these two. Let's do one for this, and we can do a 4x6 as well. So let's see if we can get our papers out. I'm kind of wondering if we couldn't use like this paper. I don't know. Let's tear a couple pieces and see what we get. I may not even like it, but let's see. I think I like the lighter colors, right? Yes. Okay, so we need to get some lighter colored. We could even use coffee dyed. That's okay. I'm just looking for some longer pieces. Okay, and remember, we want to do them about 4x6. So let's see what we got here. So if we go 6, that would be about to right there. Right? Right around there somewhere. And then we want another one. Right about there. And then we need another one. Let's go 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we need another one right about there. Now we want to put our cross pieces on, and this is way too wide for a cross piece. That might be way too skinny, but let's see what we got. Might double that right up. I don't know. Well, remember, we're going to have a straight edge there, so let's do that. Okay. This is what I was thinking, is that I could just lay that one on there. It would be, but we can do that after. Is this one wide enough? Yes, it is. But again, a little bit too wide. So even sure I'm on camera way over there. Got our base together. Let's see if we can find some other little, I saw a piece of book page that had a little tiny bit of print on it. Yeah, this is what we used from the last one, and I kind of thought we would put that right down the middle. That. And then these pieces that we could probably use pieces of this. Kind of tells me about how far I have to rip it if I want to put a whole piece on that whole side. And I'm thinking that I want to put it right on this edge or close to it. And then I think a piece of this right across here. And remember, we're going to be distressing this anyways, so like that. And another piece right here we could put on. That would break that up a little bit. There. And then, oh, we have a long piece right here. I think that'll work. It just gives it multiple layers, and it means we don't have to kind of distress too awful much because we've got the ragged edges. Okay, what I definitely need to do before I do anything else though is check it on our picture and see if it's going to work for us on our picture. Okay, so there's our picture. Oh yes, oh yes, look at that. And we could actually move it up just a hair, I think, and get a little bit more of this tree right here. Oh, I like it. Okay, so let's do a little bit of distress in here. Okay, I'm going to take it over to the sewing machine and get it sewn, and then I will come back and we'll embellish it. And I went ahead and sewed around this, and I saved my threads, like when they take them out of my machine or whatever, and I found a bunch of kind of black and gray threads. So I went ahead and sewed those right across the top. I love it. So I'm going to put these back. And let's see if we have anything, any little something. You know what? A small little moth up there or something. Let me see what we have in here. I'd rather it be something small and not something necessarily real. Oh, that looks good though, right in the middle like that. Oh, Tommy. See, this little one would look cute, huh? But I don't have another small. That one looks kind of cute, huh? And here's a background too. I saw a colored one though. I thought this one was kind of pretty. Oh, I like that a lot. Let's see what that looks like with a background one. I think that's the one I'm going to use. I think I like it. So with that in mind, I wonder if we have anything that's kind of that color. Ooh. These are the best things ever. These right here. They are the best. You can use them for anything. and they just add so much to it. I think I'm going to do that. I love that color. Okay, so this one right here, I don't even think I need to distress it, but I do need to put some fake antennae, because I know that moths don't have antennae. They have these sharp things, and butterflies have antennae, but again, this is ours. We can pretend. We can put whatever we want there, right? So let me get it off my fingers. Bunch it up a little bit. It's just going to add a little bit above, because see how this moth, the head on this is kind of white, pretty plain. Oh, come on, Tommy. Okay, I think that'll do it. Let's get some glue down here. We're going to try and lay that down without getting my fingers stuck to it. Oh. I'm uncurling it faster than I can keep it down. That's so funny. Oh, I don't care. Let's just do that. Okay, now I have this big glob of glue. Hopefully it'll dry clear. Get your hand off. Okay. Wow. Okay, that looks good. I'm good with that. Whew. That was like a wrestling match with a piece of thread. But anyways, I do love this color. Okay. Let's get these down. Okay, I love it. I'm going to pull it up close so you can see. And then we're going to call this a wrap. Oh, I love it. I love the colors. I love the tree. I will distress it after because I just want to make sure that we have enough time to show all of them. This is the other one we did. And then this was my prototype. So I think they came out really cool. I hope you try it. Again, these pictures right here are from pixabay.com. You can go on there and designers or photographers put their stuff up there, and it's free to use without copyright, so you don't have to worry about that. And then this was actually just a digital from Cheryl Francis. And I was kind of thinking of using that one in one of these journals. So let me see what we have here. Yeah, we could make this a corner tuck or a pocket or anything, actually. We could put a tag in here. We could put a tag this way. Oh, that would be pretty, huh? So that may be where that goes. I think that would look really nice there. So there you go. Thank you all for watching. I apologize for the puppies barking. I'll try to mute that out when I edit. Thank you all to my subscribers, past, present, and future. I really appreciate you supporting the channel. Please like, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Leave a comment if you have any ideas, suggestions, or just your thoughts. Thank you so much, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.